All right, we have the urinary system here. We're looking at the anterior surface. And so we are going to start from the top and we'll just move on down. We're also going to mention the blood vessels as we go here. So you're looking at the abdominal aorta, and next to it is the inferior vena cava. These large vessels each have branches that go to the kidneys. So we've got the right kidney and the left kidney. The arteries going to those are the renal arteries, and the veins are the renal veins. Coming down at the bottom, once these branch in the pelvic area, these are the iliac arteries and iliac veins. Excuse me. Then, starting at the top of the kidneys, on top of the kidneys, you will find the adrenal glands. So each kidney has an adrenal gland on the top. And then here you have the kidney that is entire, so it is not in cross section, but you can see the indentation in the kidney where the tubes go in and out. So that is the hilus area of the kidney. Over on this side with the right kidney, you can see that opened up, and so you can see some of the urine collection areas inside of the kidney as well. As the fluid leaves the kidney, this is going to go out into the ureter. So you have a ureter coming from either kidney. So the fluid from the renal pelvis will empty into that. And this moves very far down into the lower abdomen. And we'll look at the posterior side of the ureters and the bladder in an upcoming video. So on the anterior side, you see the urinary bladder next to the pelvic bone. All right, we're looking at the posterior surface of the urinary system. So we're looking at the back side or posterior sides of the kidneys, and then you can see the renal pelvis area will drain the fluid down into the ureters. You can also see the adrenal glands that are on top of the kidneys. You can see the renal arteries feeding blood from the abdominal aorta into the kidneys, and the renal veins draining blood from the kidneys into the inferior vena cava. As we move down here, you can see the areas where the aorta and the vena cava branch to go into the pelvic regions that eventually go into each thigh. And then down at the bottom, we're continuing with the structures from the urinary system. This structure down here kind of looks like angry birds a little bit, and what you're looking at is the urinary bladder. We are looking at a male. So this structure that is beneath the urinary bladder is the prostate gland, and the ureters, you can see, feed urine into the urinary bladder from the posterior side. So that's where the urine comes in. And so you are going to also see seminal vesicles back here that will be part of the reproductive systems.